2024 has come to an end, and with that, I get to evaluate how I did as a content creator, as a person, as a musician, as an artist, and just overall talk about the steps I'm going to be taking forward to improve all of that. I know 2024 started off with a little bit of a scare because I announced my retirement from the Terra project. And while that ended up not happening, I think that the reason for it was very selfish of me, and the way that I went about it was also very selfish. That this was what I was going to leave off with without even hitting my peak. And that I think really bothered me. And it was a big, huge goddamn mistake on my end. I'll say it. It's one of those things that I took for granted what I had and what I still have. And I tried to go for something much larger. I tried to skip the hard work and just go straight into the I wouldn't call it the fame, but I guess the success and the connections without really earning it, if you know what I mean. So part of that too is completely on me, and I'm sorry I took you guys for granted. I'm sorry I took this whole project for granted. It was something that I did very selfishly, and I shouldn't have. And I just want to let all of you know that you all mean a lot to me, and you all still do. And I don't think I'd still be here without at least a little, without you guys, and a little bit of a kick in the ass by my mother. Yeah, that was fun. In terms of after the retirement, or once I basically unretired and came back, there's a lot of missed potential, and a lot of that, I guess, could be my fault. I know Remember Legends, which was supposed to have a lot bigger of an impact, it didn't have that big of an impact, and I guess part of that is on me, but at the same time, when you get denied by a bunch of Discord mods that just say, oh, your track didn't explicitly mention this person. I mean, as a musician, you don't want to be explicit about what you're referencing. You want to kind of you want to give the audience their own little interpretations of the song, and so that's what I went for, and clearly they didn't like it, and so it stunted that and the project associated with it pretty heavily. And it was a big missed opportunity on my end, and I hope that we can still recover the project. I call it the Cavalier Ensemble project, where it's just a bunch of musicians and other people just working on music together. I really hope I can recover that. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll see how it turns out. If that doesn't work, Remember Legends is on Rebooted Realities anyway. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Other than that, I think I do really just want to improve my music production as time goes on. I know that I have been slacking recently with music and getting new stuff out that I recently produced, because I know the EP that I just released not too long ago, not the best, and I don't consider it my best work. This last year, I definitely think that the Terra album was probably the best project of the year, and that's saying something, because I guess I just have to pressure myself into thinking, make this like it's your last, and I clearly didn't do that with the EP, so I'm sorry for the lack of quality. I guess it's just a little bit of burnout still, and I think it's just the expectation of perfection. I gotta really fix that. And that's, again, something I can work on in 2025. Another thing I want to do, and I want your opinion on it as well, I want to start making normal content again, kind of like how I did when I started. Not only Terra, but just my whole career on the internet, I guess. Just make content the way that I want to, and make more retrospective content on what inspires me and what, you know, maybe get you guys involved, and maybe you guys could submit music to me and I can critique you and all this other stuff. You know, I would love to do that, and just getting you guys involved in that sphere. It would be just a really good way to bond with you guys, and I know that I've been missing that a lot. I've been trying too hard to trying too hard on my own projects. Sorry if I just repeated myself. Jesus, I'm a fucking mess. That's something I do want to work on, is I want to get you guys more involved, and I also want to do regular content on here again, like the Terra archives for the Geometry Dash levels, or the plenty of, you know, other projects that I could work on. Start working on covers for people, and maybe start posting previews of music here, if, you know, if that's what you guys want. I mean, I'm more than willing to do that. But overall, I want to be a better person and a better artist this year than I was last year. Again, I took everything for granted last year, and it was a huge mistake on my end, and I'm sorry. Really, I really am. It's not a easy thing to admit, but I guess when you're realistic with yourself, that's just something you gotta live with, and that was definitely a decision. I'll say that much. It was definitely a decision. So I hope that this year we can do a lot of good stuff, do a lot of good things, a lot of creative things, and overall, let's just make 2025 a great fucking year. I mean, people are saying, you know, some of my friends are telling me it's the year of Terra, but I doubt it. I always do, and I always, you know, tell my friends are like, you know, blowing smoke, you know, like, hey, it ain't gonna be my year, probably. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's just a matter of how things play out, and I think it's just a matter of how you guys feel. And if we can do a lot of good stuff this year, then hell yeah, we made 2025 good. But it's too early to dictate that, so I'm gonna leave it at this. Be prepared for a lot of really good stuff this year. A lot of really good projects coming up, and who knows? Maybe I'll do another retrospective, another state of the channel, and maybe I'll have a completely different change of heart. We'll see. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and as always, I will see you all next time. Peace and blessings, and yeah, I'll catch y'all next time.